Dzień dobry, selamat siang. So yes, it's cold, sunny, and welcome back. And I'm here now, back to Poznań. Well, basically today I will show you how is my life so far in Poland and how I feel, and I will talk about, I moved from Bali to Poland. Do I like it here? So now also I will stroll around to showing you my favorite place in Poznań. Alright, so I'm here alone because Damian is working. He woke up early in the morning around 8, and as usual every day I stroll around the city by myself. And how do I feel so far here? Well, basically walking alone many kilometers here in Poznań. What I can say, then I feel so safe, and whenever I get lost, sometimes I also ask some police people around me, and surprisingly that I feel like they really helped me so far, and it's amazing feeling to be here, and I'm really grateful and happy to be here. So right now I'm here in the Adam Mickiewicz Park. I think that this is the busiest spot in Poznań where you can see the old building, city park, and surrounded by the modern building. And here is the traffic situation. I know, first of all, I'll show you how is the traffic because I moved from Bali to Poland. And do I miss the traffic in Bali? Not really, but here I'll show you how is the traffic situation, which is for my opinion it is well organized, and surround me the people enjoying the time in the spring. Spring is actually very nice weather, blue sky. Wow, I feel like speechless. So now maybe I'm not as professional a YouTuber like Damian who record himself so far, but I will try my best to show you in my style. I hope that you not feel bored sightseeing. So not only my face, but I'll show you the cities around. Well, actually this road is called Marcin Street. As you see that this is how the traffic situation during the rush hours. And over there is the Philharmonia Poznańska. I think if I'm not mistaken, Philharmonia is kind of theater, musical theater, something like that. Look, this place, what I can say that the building, I know old-fashioned architecture, but it's just amazing to see how they really keep maintaining the the building. Well, my first impression when I come to Poznań is that this is a very beautiful, clean city and green city so far. You see, whenever I walk few meters from the city center, it's just like green, lots of green spaces, just like this behind me. So what I read so far and what I experienced so far, so 25% of this city is actually green spaces. So so feels so good here, living in the fast living, but still you can feel like you are surrounded by green nature. So now this is spring season. What I can say that all the trees starting to grow green, and look at the people enjoying their time on the park. Like blue sky, sunshine, green things. I'm super happy, like many of you have been thinking that maybe I feel bored so far alone, but sightseeing the city, doesn't make me so bored. So I'll show you around my, there are actually many parks that I have been explored so far. So one of them is this one, because it's very close by this building. I think this building is theater something. I forgot the name, and look at the architecture. This is what I feel like. This is a very European-like. Yeah, just, I don't know. I feel like speechless basically. And in front of us here is the one university building. It's called Adam Mickiewicz University. Oh God, please hear my prayer. I really would like to go back to uni study again. Hopefully I will have opportunities to study again. And there in front of me over there is actually the church. So that's basically the garden. And now I will show you another garden that I like so far. Alright, so we were there before, and now next to it there is a beautiful garden, and look at the building. It's very European vibe like. And can you hear the sounds? That's the sound of the church. And look at how they really maintain the garden. Wow, it's very clean. My first impression basically. Wow. The sun shines so bright today, and the weather is so warm, and it's time to enjoy the city. I'll just show you this place. Wow, amazing, right? Alright, so that was the garden. Now I will stroll around to show you this area. Basically that's the university building, and let's get closer, and that's the church. And yeah, so the traffic situation is very cool, right? It's totally different than Bali. Wow, very nice. Alright, so now let's walk to that direction. Basically, let's explore another city garden. Like I told you, when we walk few meters will be another garden. Right, so this is called Theater Wilkie. This is where the performances like this one gonna show inside. I hope you can still watch it. Just like this. I never been into the theater. I wish I can have a one day dating going to the theater with Damian. So yeah, and that's the look from the outside. I think that whenever you go to Europe, what you can do is actually one of these is going to the theater. Wow. Okay, now let's stroll around again. I will go there to show you. Basically, will be another garden. One thing that I realized is this one, hop and go. Super cool scooter, right? And in front of me there is the building. You see the architectural is amazing. And yeah, let's keep walking, and let's see. This one is the footpath. This is what makes people really enjoy walking so far. And this one is the theater building, and look at the traffic situation. I like to talk about the traffic because I used to live in Bali, and the traffic, Bali is amazing place, beautiful, but the traffic is just like disaster. Sometimes you walk for a few meters, take you for hours. But yes, look at this, amazing. And we will go to that garden in front of me. Alright, so now we just arrived to Libelta 27. So I'll show you. This is actually the building with the coach house. And this one was built in 1894. Wow, it's quite old building, but they refurbished and renovated, but looks so cool. And I was there. Basically, that's one city park. I don't know what's the name, but I think that is there are so many memorial things about police history, and that's actually the police urzon, like a police office building. And this one is the name Libelta Street, basically. So what I can say, then that's also another garden, so we will go there and see, stroll around. So this is called Park TheMonkeys. You see that everything is written in Polish, so if you don't know what does it mean, you can take screenshot and Google translate. Right, so let's see. Let's have rest here for a while and have a short talk. But look at the house around. So many fancy houses here. Wow. Can you hear the sound of the birds and the nature? Actually in the middle of modern and old buildings. Wow. How is actually living in Poznań so far, and how do you feel in terms of cost of living? Well, I've got a question like that. Well, based on my research, Damian research, and according to us, Poland is one of the most underrated countries in Europe so far. Like yesterday we went to shopping, we went to IKEA, and then at the end of the checkout, and then I check, wow, well, actually I didn't really spend that much. And well, basically living in Poland is, I see, is that if compared with back living in Bali, and then if you are used to with the Canggu Bali prices, and if you're coming here, you feel okay. I mean, in terms of the budget that you spend, it's not that very expensive, and it's still affordable. Let's talk about safety. Do I feel safe here? Well, never feel, I never have ever felt unsafe or in danger actually in this country. Really, does it really feel like a place where you can raise a family, or you can be on your own and not to have to worry for your well-being, for your life. And what I feel so far is just, it's very safe. Even for me, walking every single day, many kilometers alone. So far, I feel so safe. One thing, unexplored history. Well, how much of you do you know about the Slavic tribes? There is so much to learn, discover the rest of the world that doesn't have the same awareness and knowledge of Polish history. Well, basically, whenever I walk, it's written, all the histories, like written on the park, written on the street, and I know it's written in Polish, but I try my best to understand it. It's just amazing, to learn how it is the history of Poland. Well, there is not single story from the past, from the post-community era, like the Polish history. I'm saying like this. It's not just because I'm married to a Polish guy, but there is a proverb in Indonesian, di mana bumi dipijak, di sana langit dijunjung. So where you are, you also need to learn about the culture, learn about everything about the place where you live. Alright, even though I feel really good, I feel really happy that coming and living in Poland, But one thing that I'm still learning and I'm struggle with is about the language barrier here. Just like this, the example. The biggest difficulty is about the Polish language, you know, is the inaccessibility that we have to Polish. You know, Polish language is the language spoken actually primarily in this country. So yeah, it's very, very, very important to learn Polish language. Look at this beautiful magnolia flower. Very nice. The sound of the birds and nature. And one thing that I'm still learning, oh, look at the beautiful flower. The magnolia flower, I really like it. Spring is actually a beautiful season in Poland, so you can see everywhere the green trees and flowers are blooming. Well, back again. One thing that I'm still learning to get acclimatized with is about the weather. You know, somehow it's very cold weather, you know, when in the morning could be 9 or 8 degrees, but when it is already in the afternoon, it can turn into, you know, 20 or 23 degrees, just like this. So yeah, I think that's all my video. Solo video actually. Damian's working, but yeah, next time hopefully Damian can join. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you are not getting bored with my talk, with my personal opinion about living in Poland so far. So yeah, thanks for watching and see you tomorrow. Bye!